Creating, adjusting, and testing takes time. Undermaker is not an exception to this. Memo! I'm Raylins Esper and I'm doing something different this time. To test out my own engine and the challenges and limitations it imposes when creating fan games, I am recreating a very well-known Undertale fan game on it myself. I am recreating the Disbelief Papyrus fight on Undermaker, but I will be adding some stuff in the development process of this. I figured it would be good to make small devlogs on the progress I'm doing, to show what I'm working on and what considerations I take on the making of it. So first thing to show is that I got the whole introduction and main menu going. Take a look! This iteration of the classic Disbelief Papyrus will come with some additional content that I have planned, but for now I am going to focus on recreating the full fight just as it's in the mod. Since I'm making this in a whole different engine, the extras that came with the mod will be delayed for now in this build until I can get the systems going for those. The main focus is to get the whole battle done first, and for that I need to finish the menu first. The menu is still incomplete, but I got mostly the settings. Can't build a game without a solid base on the controls and the game settings. There is actual volume sliders now, and some video settings to configure your experience. I'm gonna need to fetch some borders for this game now. And for those that play games on mobile, I have heard your prayers, don't worry. Some people have been requesting to port this game to mobile, but in its previous state, it was not possible to me. Creative Risk require Unity to access and edit the source code to make a mobile port. And well, Unity itself does kinda suck on my computer. I can't even run it. So I couldn't really deliver the experience. I saw that people made ports for them actually. However, I doubt they were performant enough to not crash or overheat the phone. It's hard to do so, because Creative Risk does run on Lua scripting, and loading those alongside the sprites may be very laggy on low-end devices. But well, I have added some mobile compatibility on Undermaker itself, and I'm able to provide you with a simple UI on controls and stuff to play around. Gotta say, I have never done a mobile game before, so I don't know the controls and requirements for it. It's still under testing, even because some people do report the settings are still a bit faulty. Some problems around the controls and commodity of the users. I also added controller support for both PC and mobile, so if you have at your disposition a gamepad, you can connect it to your phone via Bluetooth or the PC directly and use it to play. It's also my first time making a game with a controller support, so the implementation has some missing settings and fixed configurations that I have preset. You can adjust the dead zone and other settings that probably are necessary for your gamepad. So far I haven't seen any complaints by my choice of settings. Configuration itself is taking me a while to get done right, but without that well defined, I can't continue the game for now. Cause do let me remind you that this is my Undermaker engine. And this fan game that I'm making is for testing if the Undermaker is actually viable for making fan games. And I have noticed that there is a lot of weaknesses regarding the controls indeed. I have been taking note of every flaw I have found and how difficult it is to achieve certain aspects of the control configuration. And I will be working on implementing them on the release of Undermaker itself. Because just look at this. This looks ugly. And this is just to manage a remapping of the controller, just in case that you want a different set of controls assigned for the different actions that you can make in an Undertale fan game. And lots of functions of mobile controls as well are missing. And it's just intuitive for users to know that that's how you're supposed to do things. So I will be working on adding these functions for easy management for the people to use my engine and have less of a hard time setting up configurations. So far, the game is looking stable enough in my opinion. The controls are looking good, and also for controller users that there is no dead zone configuration and other settings that controllers do have. I believe it's good enough to play as this simple fan game. Well, that's all I got for now. Tomorrow I will be going live coding more of this game. If you want, you can come by and say hi. Just spend the time and have a nice time chatting. I will be also posting updates on the development of this fan game in the Discord server of Undermaker. So drop in by and say hi to the community. I do request sometimes some help testing some features, like the controls in this case. You will help me a lot if you do play test them and let me know if you find something weird going on. That's pretty much all for now. More progress incoming as soon as I finish this menu and get the controls right. Until next time, meow meow.